Hello everybody! Welcome to another episode of XanTube. Today we have a new series called Building a Funland. Each episode we will build one attraction, except this episode. This episode we're showing you the basics. I'm showing you the basics. Okay, now, first things first. If you or your friends are going to play with this, or you're just going to upload it online for a server, you're going to need an extravagant gate. So, set a block of any type right where you spawn. Back up several blocks, and then place a fence or wall of any type. Now, what you need to do is you go right twice, actually, and then you place a wall, and then you go left twice, and you place a wall. Then what you need to do is, fudge nugs. What you need to do is connect the walls together, like this, and then you got where your people will spawn. If you want to do this even better, then you can just use /setWorldSpawn. Right there. And then just make sure I did it right. And then, yeah, that looks right. Awesome. So now that that's done, we need to destroy this mid block, whatever you placed. And then at the end, you go up twice. So you go up twice. Here, here, and then here, here. You go right once, and then left once, go up again, and then connect them. That is your Funland entrance. Now, what you need to do is place a fence and put your Funland name. So, or you can call it a theme park if you want. I'm going to call it Funland, and this is the YouTube Funland. Not Funland, Funland. The YouTube Funland. And then, now's the time for floors. Now, what I would recommend to you is a couple things. One, use gravel or cobblestone for the sidewalks and stuff. Second, make it at least 3 blocks wide so you can put signs in the middle, torches on the outside. If you plan on having a tram or something going around your park to pick up people at some point, then then have it 3 blocks wide, and then you can have like rails or stuff in the middle part. So that's kind of why you need it. Don't forget a couple things. One, if you want to sell things, make it more realistic, then I'd advise you to put the game mode on easy, and then just type in this command: /game rule do mob spawning false. That means no mobs will spawn even on easy mode when it becomes day and night. You guys may have noticed the sun is not rising or setting. I have the time movement off just for now, so I can give you guys the introduction. But you will want to change it to night sometimes, because if you want a functioning Funland, you will want to have the daylight cycle on, especially if you want like hotels and stuff, so that people can stay in longer. Now, one thing I'd recommend is having lots of lights, because especially if you have the time turning. If not, then just have it in dark areas or where it looks good. But if it's going to turn night, you need lights everywhere. So, anyway, with the paths. So first things first, you can either start right here at the gate or fill in the whole spawn area. Go forward 3 blocks, break all this stuff, fill it in with your selected path choice block. For me, I'm going to be using gravel, but you don't have to. So don't forget to have a kind of a mid section. Make it like a 5 by 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bup, 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 bup. So people can walk all the way around. And then if you want, you can have a fence in the middle. Not for a fence. A fence in the middle. And then you can have signs on it pointing to different directions on where you should go. So once you have your path outlined, fill the rest in. So break it and then fill it in. If you want to go easy on yourself, in some ways harder on yourself than others, then you can just place the gravel on top. But then you have to do a lot of grass filling for the empty space. Because trust me, you don't want to put buildings right up next to each other, because it looks way too cramped. So look at what we have so far. It's a good start, but you should quickly just have some branching paths go like 10 to 15 blocks away from your from the mid section if you have one, or just where you stop building your path out this way. And then break it all and then fill it in with gravel. Do the same for both sides, 10 to 15 blocks. And then save this section this way for later, just in case you want to have a big building, an entrance building, and then all that stuff. So I'm going to quickly go at 15. See you guys in a second once I'm done filling in the path. I'm back. So one thing to make sure about this sign right here. One thing I have regretted deeply is in the word theme park. Theme park. If you want your park to have a general theme or have different sections, you should do that. Well, mine is my theme park is basically impossible to do that now, because it's already 1/10, 1/11 of the way done, filling up the whole world and all that stuff. Keep in mind, if you don't have a specific park size and you just want to keep expanding more and more and more, then you should put a beacon right in the middle of your world. Head to 0, 0 if you want to do that. Since I spawned kind of close to 0, 0, I might want to make that the center of my park. But we don't know for sure yet. One thing is for sure, you don't really need a center of park, but if you're on a console where your world has to be a certain size, then I'd suggest going to the middle, because it's going to get filled up very fast, very, very fast. You don't want a tiny area, because some buildings are going to be pretty big. Okay, now here are the essentials of the beginning builds. 1. Then first thing you'd want when you enter the park is to have a ticket stand, and then you should have a currency value. So look at all this stuff. There are a bunch of new stuff. So before in my regular PS3 world, I had 3 with the currency. Emeralds are the like dollar. Gold nuggets are the cent, and diamonds are the big brother emerald. That aren't a dollar. So if you're into that kind of thing, set up some sort of currency system. And then after you're done with that, you probably plan it out. So my currency system will be golden nuggets, 2 emeralds, 2 diamonds. Now, you should build a ticket building. It should be pretty small. But if you want to be live, or if you have have admins or people assigned to specific jobs, then you'd also want an ATM. So an ATM is not just for giving people infinite money. It also allows people to trade in money for stuff. Let's say you're tired of giving people diamonds and getting back change in emerald over and over and over again, and you just want all the diamonds to become emeralds. You can do that at the ATM. So that's one thing to make sure. So what I advise you to do is to make a sort of bell. You can either do this by using command blocks, or just using a simple note block and other stuff. So I'd recommend for the bell is to put a gold block onto the note block. The ticket stand should not be too far away from your gate. Only like one block for the roof. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now if you're into design, then replace the corners with logs of some kind. Then you should probably have it only a couple wide, because you'd want a chest for the tickets. Then have an emerald chest, so you can give people emeralds. Now, here it is. Sorry, my audio's off for Minecraft audio, so I can't really show you it. But it does sound good. I think I'll be able to show you guys later on. Now for flooring. Flooring is not too important. You just want to make it all look good. You should probably use trap doors for kind of like this, for like any sort of stand. So it kind of looks like something where only the staff can go into, and then they can go in and do their thing. You would probably want a small roof. And now, one problem I am now noticing is it kind of looks weird with the walls and stuff, kind of like with the acacia walls and stuff, how it is. So you can't. So it looks acacia, so gray against brown, not just on the outside. So the walls look like weird. I'm just gonna keep it like this because I don't want to have to redo my entire building. So if you want to change that, then go ahead, change it. Now, here's the fun part: slabs. Cause oh, you can't do that. Wow, that is very helpful actually. Because then you can just throw your stuff, throw the papers and stuff out here without the people getting in. So I'll get back to you once I finish the floor. Done. Now, if you really do value the look of your building, you might be tempted to not use torches for the lights and stuff. But it is recommended to use torches. They're very simple, very easy, and they are really good at lighting up things. So just the simple place of a torch might make it look a bit ugly, but it makes it all the bit brighter. So yeah. Next thing you want to do is roof this off, and since mob spawning is now off, unless it is intentional, then you can just leave this open. But if you don't feel like that is appropriate, then you can do as you please. Well, that's what I'm going to do. Now that the ticket stand is done, except for the chests, I'll get to those in when I'm done. I'll show you guys what we do. So once I'm done building everything, I'll show you guys what to put in the chest at the end of the video. So now that you are done with, you also may have some copies of stuff. So you may want to destroy all your copies of stuff because it may get a little cluttered with seeing a lot of 64s on your screen. Now, we have the ticket stand, which I'll put chests in and stuff later. Now, we want some sort of stand. If you're planning on making your thing map a little big, then just do this. Get a fence of some kind, or if you haven't used a wall, get a wall. Get some wool. A striped would look pretty well. So get your wool, and then since it's not going to have any roof, put it right next to the gate. The stripes can be any color. I just chose magenta and purple because those are very close, because those are my favorite colors. Well, purple no, but magenta yes. So here it is, the shop, the map shop. Now you don't have to keep putting trapdoors in, but it's really helpful, especially if you have any admins or people coming on to work. They could just fly through this, but it kind of ruins the illusion, so they can just flap in through there. Now that that's all done, you can either exit all your stuff out at the end if you're done using it, or at the end of a building day, put all your needed stuff in a chest, and exit out all your non-needed stuff in your inventory. So this is the map shop. Very, very, very warm and welcoming. Now, you don't want too many torches everywhere, because that may be pretty bad if you have torches everywhere. So, yeah. Just have like 2 torches at a stand at one time. Like, especially where you're not using it. So, like, right here, since no one's going to be walking by, put 2 torches right here. And that's that. If you want to be extra good, then you can have a sign saying what the business is. Or you can have an item frame. Now, that's that for the maps and stuff. Now, as you can see, there is a bunch of empty space right here. What you can do with it. You can either make some more stalls or a small minigame. Since this is still episode 1, I'm going to make more stalls with this little space. Plus, since this is weird corner stuff. But if you can't find anything to do with any extra space, just put a fence around it and put some flowers in it. Then it's perfect. Now, another recommended stall is some foods type stall. Don't really need a food type stall, especially if you're planning on having restaurants, like having special restaurants, the Lunch Kingdom, where you serve like omelets and stuff. It won't be actual omelets, but you can just name an omelet with an anvil and have extra stuff. So that's food wise. Now, remember, don't do exactly what I'm doing, saving the test for last. It just saves up time. It just sucks up time when you don't know what is what. Now leave a 1 to 2 block space, depending on if you have overhangs. Like, this doesn't have any roof overhangs, so you should only have like a 1 block space for that space, unless the other building's gonna have an overhang. So 2 to 3 block space. Because if it's 3, overhang and 1 block in the middle. A 2 block space, 1 overhang, or no, 1 overhang on this building. Or a 1 block space, no overhangs at all. And since I'm going to be doing more stalls, there'll only be a 1 block space in between each one. So make sure to keep your stall at a similar size and of a similar shape, just to make sure of everything. Now you see, I am keep getting the same trapdoors and stuff, so keep this stuff in your inventory, unlike what I'm doing. Now, what should this stall be? Now there are several options for stalls. If you can't think of anything, then get something random on your to sell. Like, especially if you have no idea. If it's especially random, then let's look in your inventory. Look at all the things in the inventory. You could sell candles, some different candles. You could sell bells, lanterns, honeycomb blocks, or any of these things. Any of these things. So, a lot of things. You can sell mutton, leads, bricks, enchanted books with Curse of Vanishing on them, armor stands. You can sell anything. So just pick up something and sell it. So for this, I'll be selling. I think for this shop, I'll be selling. Oh, I know. Fake poop. Get an anvil to rename it. And then I'll put the sign in there later. So if you want to be subtle about what it sells, then don't go for the colors. Don't go for the colors of the wool tarp above it. Don't make them the same colors. So mine is brown and red. Red because I couldn't think of any other colors. Close to brown. And brown because fake poop. Poop equals brown. That's kind of like the age-old rule. Poop equals brown. Now, this is definitely random. People may not be inclined to go into this. But the people who do, they have something weird on their hands. And weird is always good when you have the option. Now, look at this one. Looks very normal. Now you can make your pattern sideways with stripes, polka dots, whatever. Just make sure you have some color variation on your tarp. Because if it doesn't have any color variation, it looks kind of weird. Yeah. And if you want to go the most real-lifey you possibly can ever in existence, then have the tarps always light colors. Because if not, in real life, it would heat up. Because light colors heat up fast. So, yeah. Now look at all this stuff. Look at all I've gained. So, I'm just going to quickly rename this brown dye to fake poo. Put in all the chests. So, chests. You always want 2 chests. Well, at least 1 chest. And this chest right here, the money chest. Depending on your currency you're going to have in your world, since my main currency is going to be the emerald, then there'll be an emerald chest in each building, because your people have to pay you, right? So right here, item frames. Or if you're planning on building this in survival, item frames are pretty expensive, so don't use item frames and just go with your gut if remembering what is what. So, yeah. Or you could use signs. So, I'll see you guys once I am finished with everything. Then I'll show off what we do before I end the video. Done. Now, look at all this we have built so far. 3 buildings just in one video. Now, one thing I'd like to mention is the ticket stand right here. This building. So, the tickets may only be used to enter the park, or if you are feeling like the tickets don't have much importance after the people enter the park, then you can have them require tickets for the restaurants. But I won't be doing that since I'm only gonna have a couple people on, and I know they're trustworthy. So, yeah, here is the fake poo stand right over here, and here it says fake poo. So, yeah, we got our map stand, because we definitely need maps for when it becomes later in the later in the game of theme parks. And yeah, that's about that for today. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications on future videos, and have a fantastic day. Bye!